Okay, this is lesson 3.2, finding slope, and we're on page 182. So if you are not there yet, pause the video and turn to that page, page 182. All right, we're going to talk about slope. Slope is the steepness of a line. How steep is a line? And it's a rate of change. Okay, slope can be positive, slanting upward, or negative, slanting downward. So in these lines right here, the way you read slope of a line is from left to right. So starting on the left of this line and reading it to the right, this line's going up. So this is a positive slope. From left to right, this line is going down. If you start on the left and you follow the line, it's going down. So this is a negative slope. And this line is completely level. This is a horizontal line, and it's zero slope. Think of it as it's not steep at all. There is no steepness to it, so it's zero slope. Okay, so the formula, one of the formulas for slope is rise over run. Rise over run. So rise is the vertical change between any 2 points. Vertical lines are up and down. Okay, so rise represents up or down change. And run is the horizontal change between the same 2 points. And this is a horizontal line. So horizontal, the run is from side to side. So rise over run is one way to find slope. So if you take a look at this treadmill on the first problem, it says find the slope. So again, we're going to use the formula rise over run. So the rise in this problem is this part right here. How much is the treadmill going up? This is your rise. The run is from side to side. So we're going to take those two numbers and plug them into the formula. The rise is 10, over the run is 48, and now we're going to reduce. Anytime we can reduce, we want to. So these are both even. Let's divide by 2 and reduce. So we get 5/24. The slope is 5/24. So now if you take a look at problem A, this got it problem here, it says I can trail rises 6 feet for every horizontal change in 100 feet. What is the slope? Okay, again, we're going to use the formula to find slope. Rise over run. So right here is your key word. Rises 6 feet. So we're going to put 6 on top for the rise. And for every horizontal change of 100 feet. Remember, horizontal is your run from side to side. That's horizontal. So 100 is going to go on the bottom. And now we're going to reduce that. So since these are both even, let's divide by 2 again. So 2 divides into 6 3 times, and 2 divides into 150. So your slope is 3/50. Okay, so you can also use slope when you're looking at a line. So it says the graph shows the cost of muffins at a bake sale. Find the slope of the line. Okay, so now to find the slope of the line, to find slope of any line, you need 2 points. Any 2 points that fall on that line. So, for example, these 2 points, if you took these 2 points, find 2 points that land on the line. So we'll use these 2. And if you start at the lower point and count the rise. So if we start at the lower point, we're going to count the rise. We're going to count how far it takes us to get up to the level of the next point. So the rise is 1, 2. That's why there's that 2 there. So if we put rise is 2, and now we're right here, so we rise 2 and run 1 to get to the next point. So our run is 1. We rise 2 and run 1. And so our slope is 2. 2 over 1 is 2. And we know this is a positive slope because, again, look, from left to right, this line is going up. So it's a positive 2 slope. Okay, let's try another way. Another way to find slope is, we're at the top of page 183, is to use this formula, change in y over change in x. Here's another way. The change in the y numbers over the change in the x numbers. Okay, so if you take a look at this table of values, the first column are your x values, the second column are your y values. So the change in the y values, the change meaning figure out how these numbers are changing. So from 12 to 9, we're going down 3. From 9 to 6, we're going down 3. And from 6 to 3, we're going down 3. So the change in the y numbers is going down 3, -3. Now let's find the change in the x numbers. So the change in the x numbers is from 1 to 3, that's going up 2. From 3 to 5, that's going up 2. And from 5 to 7, that's going up 2. So the change in the x numbers is +2. So now -3 over 2 is -3/2. That is the slope. Again, change in y over the change in x. Okay, let's try a couple more of these. So let's find rise over run. So these 2 points have been chosen for you. We're going to find rise over run. So now remember, find any 2 points that land on the line, start at your lower point and count the rise. So if we start here and we start counting up, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So the rise is 3. We went up 3. Now we're right here, and now we're going to count the run. The run is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know this is a positive slope because from left to right, this line is going up. So our slope is 3/4. Okay, and the last one, let's try this one. We're going to find the change in y over the change in x. Okay, so let's start with our y numbers. The change in the y numbers from -2 to -1, that's +1. From -1 to 0, that's +1. From 0 to 1, that's +1. So the change in y is 1, +1. Now let's find the change in the x numbers from -6 to -2. That's up 4, +4. From -2 to +2, that's up 4. From 2 to 6, that's up 4. So +4. And then just make sure that you can't reduce it, and there's your slope, 1/4. All right, we will practice more tomorrow.